Welcome to vlog number 4. Can you believe we've been doing this for a month? I can't. So this week we're finishing a fork that we started up last week, and then we'll be starting the frame to go with it, which will be like a single speed cyclocross, monster cross kind of bike. And then depending on how far we get on that frame, we might start up another gravel bike. So when we're doing this chainstay layout, the black line is where the dropout is going to insert into the chainstays, and then the purple line is going to be the actual cut line, because these slot style dropouts are going to go into the chainstay. And then up here, we're just marking out where the tire dimple is going to go. And the reason we want to dimple the chainstays is so that we get a little bit of extra tire clearance without eating up all of the chainring or the heel clearance by pushing the chainstays out too wide. So this just kind of opens everything up nicely. let's make some head tube rings. Head tube rings go around the top and the bottom of the head tube to keep the head tube from ovalizing under, braking forces and running into curbs and stuff like that. Normally I buy these little gizmos, but I couldn't find any, so I made what is definitely a lathe part on the mill. It just takes a little longer, but ends up working just as well in the end. Welcome to the end of the week, and more importantly, our weekly progress report. So this week, we finished the fork that we started last week. We got the cable routing on there, we attached all the crown and everything. The brake mount was already on there. We got fender mounts. I ran out of silver, so I couldn't put the quad mounts / rack mount for the upper on. So we'll get to that next week. And then we built the rear triangle for this bike using the Paragon pivoting dropouts. This customer's going to be running at dingle speed, so 2-speed, single speed. We got that whole rear assembly done, and then we built the 5-piece seat stays for this bike, and then also 5-piece seat stays for the next bike. And we got the front triangle for this bike fully prepped, including some of the cable routing, but again I ran out of silver, so I still need to blast another cable routing port in here, and then all of the brazons for water bottles, and then my Wyrd branding, and we'll get that all done next week. So next week on the menu, we're going to finish this frame, and then we're going to start the gravel frame that this set of seat stays is going to go with. Thanks for hanging out until the end of the video. If you like what you see, please subscribe and like this video. And you can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky, Patreon, and then I also have a newsletter. You can find my newsletter on my website, and I'm at Wyrd Bikes on pretty much all social media. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I'll see you next week. Bye!